like people need to fuck off when it comes to obesity. If you're not overweight, or if you've never been called obese, or if you've never been called fat in your life, because even skinny people get called fat by people, and it's like, why? It's just to diminish their confidence and bring them down more. But you know, anyway, the reason I'm talking about obesity and like my feelings on it in general is because this is kind of watching YouTube is kind of like the whole reason why I started these segments called The Eye Opener, and why I'm starting these episodes that are going to be releasing soon, where I interview a whole bunch of people in my life, and maybe not even in my life. I'd love to interview people who are out of my life as well and learn more about other experiences that I don't know about. But the whole reason why I want to start The Eye Opener is for that reason, is to get those stories out that people don't get to hear or see. You know, it's like, it's not fair to them, I feel. Because I know it's not fair to me, you know? It's not fair to me for someone to come out and be like, oh, you're fucking fat. And then I'm like, I've been the same weight for years, you know? And that's even like, and with the effort of trying to lose weight, and with the effort of, and I don't mean like how athletic people do it with like the protein and the nice diets. And I drink water constantly. I've never not drank water, and it's not like I drink soda all the time either. I'm not that person. I drink sodas with my friends on like weekends, you know, but I don't actually partake in soda too much. Whereas my boyfriend consumes it like a fucking, like he's dying of thirst. But my friend's concerned because she couldn't tell what's going on in the live, and she goes, "You sound upset. Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm talking about obesity." Okay. But yeah, and it's just not cool. It's not cool to like, okay, here, I'll go on both perspectives. It's not cool to make fun of people for how they look for something they can't help, or something that might be out of their control. As well as it's not cool for some people to just eat whatever they want despite the health risks and despite the health concerns. It's the same with me and smoking cigarettes. This is an addiction. Am I quitting? Yes. But it is still an addiction, and it's still a process, and it takes a lot of effort for you to bring yourself to that point. You have to have a lot of will and a lot of inner power. I don't know what how to call it. Inner strength, I guess. To drop these kind of addictions, because in the end, obesity to some people is considered an addiction. There are even like, I don't remember what they're called, but we're gonna touch on this actually when I interview my mom Monday. This Monday, hold on, I gotta look at the date. This Monday, the 11th, I'm gonna have an interview with my mom, and she's actually gonna be touching on those subjects with me about how there were meetings like AA, you know, to help people who are having struggles with letting go of food or letting go of emotional eating, you know, because emotional eating is a big thing. That was a big part of my life, a big part of my sisters and my families, you know. It's just something that happens, you know. Everyone emotionally eats, you know. What do you see in TV when you see, say, like, here, generic scene, a girl gets broken up with? What does she do? She goes to the freezer, grabs a pint of ice cream, and stuffs her face with the pint of ice cream. Because she's emotional eating. She's getting rid of all those emotions and focusing on this delicious food, and it's making her happier. And that's stuff that I do a lot, especially with sweets. Like, not soda, but with sweets. And that doesn't mean I'm going out and getting a chocolate bar every day either. That means like every other month or so, maybe try and get a chocolate bar or something, you know, something sweet. I don't know. It's all in moderation. And also, you know, for me, I like my form somewhat bigger, because I am losing weight, though, you know, I look just fat to people on the outside. I'm losing a lot of weight, and I have a lot of excess skin that's starting to form. around my stomach and arms. Like my arms here have a lot. But it's stuff I'm working on, you know? And this is very embarrassing for me to show. So I'm just trying to be open and get rid of these insecurities with me because I don't want to be insecure about my body. And that's the whole point I'm trying to get out. Maybe these people are going on YouTube and spreading positivity about themselves and that not to spread for people to eat and that it's healthy to be overweight and all that stuff, but maybe just so people like me and others who are overweight and are having troubles with losing weight or emotional eating or just taming their cravings in general, maybe that's just a confidence boost for them. Maybe it's just to boost their confidence, you know? And know you are still beautiful no matter what your size is. You're still beautiful whether you're skinny. You're still beautiful whether you're big. And that's just something I wholeheartedly believe. But yeah, there's just a lot of things I feel like people have to think about, and even I have to think about them. You know, I'm not perfect. I can't think of everything, but that's another reason why I want to make these segments and these episodes. And if you agree and think that these would be something that the world needs, because I feel like the world might need it, because from what I'm seeing with what is it, Gen X or Gen Z, whatever they are called, the ones after millennials. No judgment to them. They're actually very creative, and I really like watching the stuff they make and watching them grow up into these creative, different people than the generation before. But the more I see this generation going, the more I see it being very judgmental and troll-ish. And, there's no harm in humor. There's no harm in having a sense of humor, and there's no harm in making a joke. There is a harm if it affects people, though, and if it's quite insulting and it's not really a joke. I feel there's a stance between funny and then insulting. Like, I know they were trying to be insulting when they said my hand was fat, but it was mostly funny to me. And I feel like it's more of also like some people like me, I'm sensitive sometimes, but some of us got to get thicker skin, as well as some people need to learn to be considerate and not, just call them fat every time they go on live or call them ugly every time they go on or make a video or something, So that's all I'm saying is pretty much try and like be more open about everything. That's all I want. Try and be more open, not so judgmental toward everything, especially when thick is like the new thing and people are like, oh, overweight women aren't curvy, they aren't thick. And it's like, I think we invented it, but okay. I think we invented it before you found all your exercises to make your ass bigger. I think we found it before you, put the implants in your boobies because you worked them all out or gone. And again, this isn't to any athletes or anything or making fun of athletes, but you can't say there's not some out there, just like there's not some overweight people who are overweight because they just love to eat food all the time. It's a thing. Okay? You can't you can't make fun of overweight people for freaking eating and not changing their habits, but then like not make fun of like, oh, if you don't understand it, because literally making fun of something is literally just not understanding it. Pretty much. It's just really not understanding it, and that's usually why people make fun of things. They don't understand what they are. So what's the best option? Make fun of it. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are like this, and or there's a lot of things I just wish people would open their eyes to, I guess. I wish people would open their eyes to like experiences and things, and I need to open my eyes more too. So yeah, this is my morning chill. I've been going on for a rant for like 16 minutes, but it's all good. I just wanted to get my opinion out there about it because, like, the person who, like, commented the fat hand shit, I was just like, it kind of gave me a topic to talk about. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, then YouTube's like all this hate fat people stuff, or you're not beautiful, or you're not curvy, and it's like, Jesus Christ, way to like fucking, what is it, smash someone down. I don't know. I just think YouTube can be kind of evil sometimes. And I'm not saying this like with being on YouTube right now. Sorry, YouTube. YouTube, but you know it's true. You can be kind of evil sometimes. Okay. Especially with like these copyright things going on now. But I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to get in any trouble. But it's just been harder, I think, for people. And then everyone just always has something bad to talk about. Like, oh my god, I've been watching all these 90 Day Fiancé shit. 90 Day Fiancé is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. It makes me die sometimes. Seeing some of the shit 90 Day Fiancé talks about, like Big Ed being all over fucking YouTube, and they're all getting on him for putting mayo in his hair. I was just like, oh my god. Excuse me. My titties. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know why 90 Day Fiancé has been like the biggest thing lately on YouTube, but that's all I've seen in my feed is, let's see, 90 Day Fiancé, Animal Crossing music, and weird remixes. Everything in life is a negotiation. It's not. It's an idea. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah. This is all I have on my freaking YouTube is just like weird remixes of cartoon songs and all this other crap. Oh my god. I don't even know. And also, still touching on the obesity stuff, there are some people who, you know, when they were a kid, they weren't obese. With me, I was. I was a bigger kid. But there are some people who weren't. And then they grew up and slowly became bigger, you know? And that I know is very hard for some people, especially when they look back at their old pictures and see how they used to look. So, another thing on perspective, you know, if you ever think about those people and if you start fucking with them about their weight and they're already so fucking feel so fucking shitty about it, you don't think maybe you should give them a little bit of a break and like maybe say, okay, there are problems in the world. Maybe I should not stick my nose in it since I don't have these problems. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna make comments, and even if they are come off as rude, at least have experience in the field that you're trying to comment on. Is all I think. But yeah. Alrighty, guys. That's pretty much all my morning mind for today. Whew, I had fun coming on here for like a little bit I did. It's 30 minutes in total on you now, but I'm kind of separated on YouTube. But yes. So for schedules and all that, last thing I'm gonna touch on and say, and then I'm gonna get off. The eye opener episodes are gonna be scheduled. I have one for this Friday the 8th with Tyler, who's sleeping right now. I have one for the Monday the 11th, and then potentially one for Friday the 15th. But I have to make sure that is for sure because I don't want to put it up on the schedule without having it for sure 100% able to happen. So yes, we do have 2 interviews 100% completely scheduled, and hopefully it will be 100% completely recorded as well on YouTube. So you guys should be able to watch them, and if you couldn't see them here on live. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening to my thoughts, and I hope that everything brings you well and you have a good morning. Bye bye.